Thief. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever plugged in your scanner and seen the code P2509, you're in the right place. This code means ECM power, signal intermittent, and it can be a real headache, especially on Cummins engines. But don't worry, we're going to break it down step by step so you can figure out what's going on and get your truck back on the road. So, what does P2509 actually mean? Essentially, your truck's brain, the engine control module or ECM, is reporting that its power supply isn't stable. It's like trying to work on your computer. When the power cord is loose, it keeps flickering on and off, causing all sorts of weird problems. 2. This intermittent power loss can lead to a no-start condition, rough idling, stalling, or a whole host of other confusing electronic symptoms. Your gauges might go haywire, or you might see other warning lights pop up. The most common culprit for this code isn't the ECM itself, but the power and ground circuits that feed it. Think of it like a light bulb. If the bulb flickers, you don't immediately assume the bulb is bad, right? You check the switch, the wiring, and the connection first. It's the same principle here. The first place to look is your batteries. Yes, both of them. A weak or failing battery is a top cause for P2509. Even if your truck starts, one bad battery can pull the overall system voltage down enough to trigger the code. Especially during cranking, when the starter draws a huge amount of power, make sure both batteries are fully charged and load test them individually. Don't just check the voltage with a multimeter. A load test is crucial to see how they perform under stress. While you're there, clean your battery terminals and cable ends until they are shiny bright. Corrosion is a huge enemy of good electrical connections. It acts like a resistor, choking off the flow of electricity. Next, follow the cables. Inspect the main positive and negative battery cables for any signs of damage, corrosion, or looseness. Pay special attention to the ground connections. There's a main ground from the battery to the engine block and another from the body to the frame. These need to be clean and tight. A bad ground is just as bad as a bad power connection. You should also trace the smaller ground wire that goes directly from the battery to the ECM on many Cummins trucks. This is a known weak point. After checking the batteries and main cables, it's time to focus on the power supply to the ECM itself. The ECM gets constant power directly from the batteries. Find the wiring harness that plugs into the ECM ULL. Need a wiring diagram for your specific year and model to identify the correct pins for battery power and ground. Using a multimeter, carefully backprobe these pins to check for voltage. You should see a steady battery voltage at all times, even with the key off. Wiggle the harness and wires while you're testing. If you see the voltage drop or disappear, you've found your intermittent connection. It could be a loose pin in the connector, a corroded wire, or a break inside the insulation. 2. Another potential issue is the ignition switched power to the ECM. This signal tells the ECM when the key is on. If this signal is flaky, the ECM might think the truck is being shut off, causing it to power down unexpectedly. Again, use your wiring diagram and multimeter to check this circuit for a stable voltage when the key is in the on position. While it's less common, the issue can sometimes be a faulty fuse or relay in the power distribution center or even the ECM itself. But always rule out the simple stuff first. Bad wiring, poor connections, and weak batteries account for the vast majority of P2509 codes. Don't rush to condemn that expensive ECM until you've thoroughly checked its entire support system. So, to recap, start with the battery's load, test them and clean the terminals. Inspect all your main power and ground cables for tightness and corrosion. Then, move to the ECM connector and verify you have a constant, stable power and ground supply. Following these logical steps will almost always lead you straight to the source of that frustrating P2509 code. 2. I hope this helps you troubleshoot your truck. If you found this video useful, Give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more diagnostic tips. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.